Hi guys, so we're in front of one of Springary's potato fields, and Mr. McKenzie is just going to give us a basic overview on how they bring up some of their potato. Mr. McKenzie, please do tell us how you produce such beautiful potato crop.
Right, this is the diamond variety. We 4 weeks old at the moment. We planted it during pretty wet conditions, so had a bit of a struggle with population and a little bit of disease coming in. Rhizotonia hit us a little bit in the early stages. We managed to get on top of it, and we keep plodding on. But one of the main things with, I believe, in the initial stages of potato production is your nematodes. You've got to be careful and make sure you put down a good nematicide, definitely in these wet conditions. This population here, we put down a planting population of about 34,000 plants per hectare. I think we're at about 85 to 90% at the moment, so we're a little bit below that. Spraying is got to be top drawer. You've got to make sure your spraying program is up to scratch. A lot of insects are hitting us these days. There's tuta absoluta, which is a relatively new insect that has come in, and there's potato tuber moth, which has been around for many years, and of course your blights. They can knock you quite hard in certain stages of your crop. Weed control is something else that we try and spend a lot of time on. Make sure when you apply your herbicides, you make sure it's done properly. Don't treat it as a secondary operation. Ideally, on the fertilizing program, we put down a basal. Everyone's got their own amounts. We stick down about 1,400 kgs per hectare of a blend, and we come in with top dressing over two applications. But we have since learned that folio sprays are very important, and I would recommend that you get some good advice from some blokes in the fertilizer industry to give you a program for your folio sprays. There's a lot on the market at the moment, and the trick is to keep the crop growing as long as possible. The longer you keep it, the better your production is going to be. Keep the disease out, the Phytophthora and Alternaria out as long as possible. Irrigation, this crop sucks up a lot of water. You've got to make sure at the peak requirement, when you've got a big folio base there, and the hot periods and the wind, your evapotranspiration is going to be at its highest. You've got to make sure you put on the water. It's every area is different, so I'm not going to give a figure, but you're going to be pumping at least 60 to 70 mils a week on your crop. So bear that in mind. Otherwise, stick to the basics of farming.
Mr. McKenzie, thank you so much for that insightful information on potato production. So there you have it, guys. Mr. McKenzie, we thank you so much for allowing us the wonderful privilege of being with you on your farm. Join us next time. Thank you.